But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Candy Shop. I am Candace.
I'm Hannah.
This is Mimosa Monday. Tonight we will be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta episodes 3 and 4. We missed you guys last week. I know Hannah was traveling. I just didn't feel like going on. So I'm sorry, y'all. But Hannah, how are you doing?
I'm okay. Just a little under the weather, but I'm fine.
All right. I'm sad to hear that. I'm going to pin Chi-Town's comments. So bear with me just for a second. I'm going to try to mute the live with me talking and pin Chi-Town's comment to the top. But I want to acknowledge everybody here. So, hey, I'm just going to say Chi-Town. Hey, Cheryl, Liberian, Cayenne Pepper, good to see you. Chi-Town says, welcome everybody to Mimosa Monday with the Candy Shop and guest co-host Chef Hannah. Please sit back with your drink and treats and enjoy the recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Thank you. And Chi-Town said, hey, Hannah. Hey, Marvin CB, good to see you. Yes, Mimosa Monday. I don't have a mimosa. I just have some wine in my little glass.
I got a hot toddy.
I know. You said you're not feeling well. This is the glass that Marlo had that I got off of Amazon.
Wait, that's on Amazon?
Yes.
I got mine from West Elm. I would have went on Amazon.
Yeah, it was like $20 for two of them. My husband broke one, so now I'm down to one. But yeah.
I'm mad.
And hey, Sharon F, good to see you as well. Thank you for dropping the candy and the chefs in the chat. Chi-Town said, please hit that like and subscribe as you enter the room. So let's get into the show. I didn't take notes on the show, so I'm definitely going to freestyle it with certain points and things that I want to talk about. And hey, Nikki, good to see you as well. Thank you for dropping the purple hearts in the chat. So episode 3, the main thing was Shadow said I got the whole set from Ross, right?
Oh no.
But episode 3 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, the main focal point was Brooklyn's party and all the tea that was dropped at this damn party. So we hear that Mr. What's his name?
Ralph.
Yeah, Mr. Ralph may be playing for the other team. Drew was not trying to hear it at all, which I agree with the lady. She kind of took her anger out on the lady giving her the information versus who was actually spreading it. And I hear that assistant that is the assistant of, I guess, Drew and not Sheree, because Sheree was saying he was never her assistant. But he's messy. He's very messy. And I've heard that in the Atlanta streets. My friend, my one of my YouTube buddies, So Debonair, has mentioned that he's had dealings with this guy, and the guy was real messy. So I don't know how true this rumor is. To me, I don't get gay vibes from Ralph, but other people do. What are your thoughts on that? We're gonna just knock it on.
I mean, I don't know if he's delicate or not. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him. I would not no shade against people in Atlanta. I don't want nobody come at me because like my family been there their whole life. I just don't put it past him if he's not, because Drew, even though she's upset, she never denied the gay rumor. She basically wanted to know who said it. She never once said, "Oh, but my husband's not gay." I was waiting to hear that. I didn't hear that one time this week or last. I was just waiting for the absolute blatant denial of it. It was more so, why is this information? I feel like she was more mad at why this in the street versus why who said it. Her anger was very misguided. Be upset. You know how they say don't shoot the messenger? Right. She was upset at the wrong person. You need to go curse out the person who's saying this. And maybe she not, because maybe she knows it might be a little bit of 5% truth to the rumor. I don't know.
Maybe she didn't address it though because it was so outrageous, and so she didn't want to address that. that part of the rumor, and I saw a tweet from her talking about keep my husband's name out your mouth. So
Like, girl.
I don't know, but the first thing that they want to say. Sometimes I feel like people weaponize homosexuality and all of that, and
Mm-hmm.
they dropped it to kind of weaponize it against Drew. So is this true? I don't know. I don't get those vibes from him, but according to other people, they get the vibes. Marva said, "I don't get gay vibes from Ralph, but why does he spray on that beard? It looks weird. It looked weird last night. I didn't know he was spraying on his beard." And hey,
Oh,
Nihar,
that why I look darker?
it looked darker. See, I didn't even notice. Shadon said, I think Drew was embarrassed and didn't know what to say or how to handle the situation, but I definitely don't think it's true. Yeah, I don't think it's true either. Like I said, that's the first thing that they want to use to weaponize somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's crazy. Um, Sheree was offended by the fact that they were saying that she don't pay, and she was like, "He was never my assistant." And then we got the little Karens, the main Karen talking about this is a children's party. I don't know that game, but did y'all catch that tea on Candy where they said she was giving head in the locker room?
My issue is why never no why somebody said and didn't want to admit it. It's only y'all here putting it in here. I really think Marlo said it to be messy.
I thought Sheree said it because
I think Marlo said it because she's like, you do it everywhere else. Like, I really think Marlo did it. But own it. If you say something, we here for the tea. Own what you said. And that
mhm,
was so random. Like, what?
it
That
was
was the
weird
most randomest comment ever.
and it was dirty. And we all know Sheree on that episode was mad at Candy for not coming to her about all the rumors that was coming out. So I thought Sheree said it, even though she was lying, talking about I wouldn't say that, but I could believe it. Like no,
Right. And
no,
Sheree probably don't pay.
like no, you said it, Sheree. But in the comments, going back to Ralph, everybody is saying that they don't think he's gay. So, and I don't think that either. I think he's a narcissist, and
I think that. Now
it
that I really believe.
it comes out even
And a
more.
cheater.
Yes, it comes out even more in episode 2. Like
He's crazy.
I don't see how let me say this. I don't see how Drew Sidora has spent all this time with Mr. Ralph and he's acted like this. It's just crazy to me. I don't know if this is for the show because I've heard that the storyline is fake or whatever, but a lot of it seems real. Like he plays the narcissist part very naturally.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say sometimes you stay in situations like I've told you before in my past. I stayed in something I shouldn't have, knowing I should have left, and I was about to curse. He was crazy as hell.
Mhm.
So sometimes depends on when you married, you might overlook it. I don't know if it's fake or not, but the way he acts, that's really hard to fake. Like I think that's really hard if that's fake because
Right.
something is truly touched in this man's head.
Right. And hey, Darren, let's go back to the candy rumor. Because Shantan is saying, but it wasn't a locker room, it was the back of the tour bus. So I have heard stuff about that as well.
And it
And
wasn't Ty.
no, I heard Candy used to get down. Like
And I heard she used to.
she dated a lot of men in the industry. I'm not gonna say that her reputation, they say she's a hoe. I don't think Candy is a hoe. I think Candy was a young woman dating. And I hate when people put that label on people. Um,
Yeah.
if anything, remember back on the previous seasons, they were saying Phaedra was the one that was the Miss Superhead. So
The
it's
head doctor.
yeah, it's funny to hear that now they're saying Candy was that. I know Candy and Phaedra dated they dated in the same circles. But it was to me, I thought it was known that Candy got around. Hell, her daughter is by the producer Block or whoever he is.
Trash block.
He was married at the time. Can anybody tell me what songs he produced? I never
I'm
heard of.
still trying to figure it out.
Yes, I never heard of him. And hey, Darren, good to see you. Should I say
Yeah.
Candy was an around the way girl? Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of them because they could say Sierra was a round the way girl. So,
Sure enough what?
But go
But you married. I mean, they weren't married. They were single women.
exactly.
Single women, not married, not tied down, young.
They can have a good time. And I think Candy, people don't expect that from her. I don't know why. But what I thought was funny about Candy going back to her career, she wants to have the what is it, the GIAT or whatever.
Girl, you ain't getting no EGOT.
Or EGOT, yes. She said she has a Grammy, but she wants an Emmy, Oscar, and Tony Award.
Maybe
Candy,
the Tony.
I can see the Tony with Broadway, but an Oscar, like she would literally have to produce some music for a movie to get an Oscar, and then an Emmy. I mean,
The
Housewives.
Shy not getting you an Emmy.
No,
She
she
ain't
would
big
get it
enough
for
character.
Housewives of Atlanta, maybe, but that to me, that's going to Andy for Housewives of Atlanta. So I love the fact that Candy is ambitious, but yeah, I don't think she's getting the EGOT. And what have you seen what's trending on TikTok with her?
That old song from
Yeah,
favorite from Portia and on them legs, hips and
that
body.
play that legs,
Yeah, I don't know who brought this back up.
body, body.
Girl, I was watching it right before we came on, dying at the things they put up there.
That's hilarious. Shouldn't say Kitty wasn't a woman yet. She was a teen when she started. She's just saying, right. I agree.
Yeah, it's young and come on.
I
Who
100%.
didn't have fun? Who didn't have fun when they were younger? Like, come on. I don't think there was nothing wrong with that. I think it's a problem that somebody bringing up your past and your present. That's my issue.
Did I freeze?
You did.
Oh,
But don't bring up my past and my present. If I did that, I don't care if I did it to the whole starting lineup back in '97. You know I'm married now. Don't bring nothing like that up and make it for this new tea.
exactly. So whoever wrote that on that little card was being very shady, which I think it was Sheree. Um, but yeah, what do you think about the invitations that Candy, I guess, had sent them with these naked people they were saying and the whole sex thing? What do you think about that?
Sometimes, and I like Candy. Sometimes her, I understand you into sex, but it just be sometimes go tacky.
A bit much.
It's
Yeah.
just too much. Like you can be normal and have something. Oh, you can class it up every now and again. Like okay, I don't know. I mean, I have no problem with her. I just feel like at times everyone don't need it. It can be a little classy at times, especially you trying to shine yourself in different lights. How you want to Emmy and stuff? You up there, you know, you gotta change, not change your ways, but certain things you want to class up to fit in certain circles. And I mean, I understand sex is your thing, rock out, because who don't have sex? Um, some people need more, but I feel like everything doesn't have to be so sexualized.
And shut down and say her fiance or his fiance. That is a mess. The sex thing, it is a bit much, and at times it can come off a little tacky because I know Candy is so much more than sex. And to be completely honest, Candy is not a woman that turns me on. Now I know, and Hannah, you excuse my little makeup brush, I keep touching myself up, but you was an ambassador for the Candy
Mm-hmm.
bedroom Candy. So I like it. I think she's a businesswoman, but when I think of Candy, I don't think sex. I think businesswoman, entrepreneur, and songwriter. So when she's doing all this sexual stuff, it is like kind of pushing the envelope and it's too much for me. I love being a freaky girl and sexy and all that, but it's a time and a place. And like I don't get why that's her main thing. I would think since she has a play on Broadway, that she would send over like a playbill or something like that. So I did not agree with that, and sending the vibrating panties to me was very tacky.
Yes.
And I'm gonna read some of these comments. So Marva said that was Patrick and Safari, Miriam, kind of over the top. Right. That part was tacky to me, and to have your family member to do that, wow. And she said Candy just doesn't seem like the type of person that will make your pocketbook jump, if you know what I mean. Right.
Okay.
Not turned on by Candy at all.
Like, it's
Exactly.
not there. It's okay. So you can be sexy and then you can try to be sexy. I feel like Candy tries to be sexy. It's not natural.
Hmm.
Like you can be pretty, but then being pretty and being sexy to me is two different things. Like she doesn't give me, oh, I'm sexy. Like it's giving, I'm trying to give off the appeal, but it's not really in her like that. And it's okay. Like I'm with you. You're a businesswoman. You're a songwriter. You are. Again, I'm be honest. If my kids were that young, I would try to change a little bit because social media is so crazy nowadays. I don't want my kids going to school like, damn, this your mom? Like,
Right. Exactly. I 100% agree with you. I was just about to ask you a question and I completely forgot. Uh, oh, with Kenya and Brooklyn and Mark and everything that Kenya is going through, what are your thoughts on that? Because they had asked Kenya, was she expecting to see Mark in New York? And we all know Mark, that marriage just seemed fake to me. Um, Kenya, this season to me kind of comes off like a prude. And remember, they tried to say that Kenya, her Range Rover was from Lisa Ray, and she said she didn't even know Lisa Ray like that. Uh, they've been trying to shade Kenya, and I don't know why. What are your thoughts? Can you hear me, Hannah? I can't hear you. Do you want to go out and come back in?
I'm sorry, my mother-in-law was calling. I think my phone was on Do Not Disturb.
Okay, I can hear you now. But what are your thoughts on Kenya and the whole situation with Mark and everything that she's going through and being in New York? All of
I
that.
mean, I feel like, first of all, Mark already proved himself for being a jerk. I feel like, please stop bringing him up to her. And I don't feel like the marriage to her was fake. I feel like he saw an opportunity and she saw she could have a baby.
Hmm.
And it was just too fast. Like you really don't know someone. People were like, "Oh, when I was younger, my grandparents got married on day two, and they've been together 35 years." Okay, really wasn't really much back then. Like let's be honest, some people was just marrying just to have stability and everything. So I'm not going to 100% not knocking people married for 30, 40 years back in the day. So I really feel like they just need to stop bringing him up and giving him any type of shine. Let them go through that divorce, which I don't understand why she didn't get a prenup. That's the dumbest thing she ever did. That was the dumbest thing she ever did. Is not get a prenup. And he saw an opportunity. He felt as though this is my time, and he's the you can't tell me he's not the narcissist too, because who that man is crazy.
Yes, he's a narcissist. And Shaitan just said, can we all just agree that the marriage is not real? The only thing they're fighting about is custody. I really feel like that.
Yeah, just have
That's
your baby.
really,
Mark don't even want custody. Why is he fighting?
I don't know. I think he wants some money from Kenya. I think he wants a child support. He wants a check from Kenya, and that's why he's even going through it all. But like Phaedra said, and I know you don't like Phaedra, she had to pay $10 just so whatever whatever that read was that she gave Kenya at that reunion, which was I loved it, but people say it was written. I think Kenya's ex-husband Mark definitely was just a donor for her to have her child, her miracle baby, as she calls Brooklyn. So this season, though, I really do like Kenya. She's toned it down a lot. She's not the villain. I can't say who the villain is right now. Maybe it's Marlo. I don't know. But who do you think the villain is right now on the show?
I don't think this is the first time I don't really think it is a villain yet. I feel like besides jerk behind Ralph, everyone just feel like they're actually. I feel like they're kind of being their actual selves, not putting on airs for the cameras as they previously did.
Yes.
Um,
I was glad to see Monietta Shaw on episode 3. I
Yes.
remember I thought they were saying she was going to be on the show, but I was happy to see her. She wasn't on the full show. What are your thoughts on, what is it, Tanya,
Who's that? Oh, that's the one who gave the tea.
the track star?
I, I don't. She serves no purpose on the show for me. I don't think it matters if she's there or not. Look, I forgot her name already. Not in a bad thing. She's a real good person. Seemed like it. But I just don't feel like. You know how when Kim Phillips went on that season and it wasn't for her.
Yeah.
I feel like this is not. I don't feel like this is the show for her. It's good to see her. I just don't feel like she fits in with these ladies. And then I see her trying to create beef with Drew next week. I guess that's not like if I have to create beef in my friendship to be on the show, I don't need it. I'm gonna be real. I do wish that what's her name? You said her name right, Mayetta.
Monietta
She
Shaw.
could have stayed on a little longer for me versus Sonya. But yeah, I personally don't think she brings anything to the show at all.
Well, Sonya, I do like her. For some reason, she reminds me of Monique from Real Housewives of Potomac. Uh, she
Yes.
she does not have that strong of a storyline, but what I did like about her is the fact that on this next episode, she's going to talk to Drew about the things that Drew is doing, and that she doesn't align with that. And that reminds me, I'm gonna have to take it to the YouTube streets. So it kind of reminds me of YouTube, like when we get on this platform, we are still all individuals, but we at times will connect with people and we don't align with what they are actually doing. And there have been people that I have thought I've aligned myself with that it's like, damn, I still love them to death because they seem like good people, but I cannot support some of the stuff that they're doing. And I like the fact that I was going to say Monietta. I like the fact that Sonya talked to Drew and she explained like, hey, everything that you're doing, I can't necessarily align with because Drew is out of control. Drew is, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, as Sheree called her, Drew is a dizzy bitch. Excuse my language. She is. And it's starting to get on my nerves now because it's like your husband is doing whatever. You're turning up on people because you're mad at your husband, and it's not making sense. I thought Drew was smarter than that. And I'm sorry to call you a dizzy bitch, Drew, but that's what you seem like. And if I was Sonya, I would not want to align with her
Oh, I wouldn't
in
either.
everything that she was doing because I still have my brand and what I'm trying to do to build. So I can't stand by all the fuck shit that you're doing on the show. So
And a lot of it is going on.
yes,
But
Shaka.
she started this last year, or she was so hype over Toya and whatever the pastor, the reverend. You it was whole hype over their business. You need to take care of your own household. Her problem has always been she's worried about everyone else's household but herself. Worry about your husband and your issues.
Right.
Like she always everywhere and when Miss got angry. You need to put that energy instead of keep crying up. Cuss Ralph ass out.
Yes.
Or
And
put him out.
where's
He needs to go.
where's her mama? Because she was there.
Let him live with her. Well, next time he take a drive, she better than me. Because the next time he took a drive, I would be calling a 24-hour locksmith. Have him change the locks. Kindly, nicely fold his stuff up. Put it outside on the porch, and you can keep it moving. And I'm changing every lock, garage, everything. You can't come here anymore until you get your act together. And if you don't get it together, wherever you was driving, keep driving.
Right. Well, Shottown says she knows Sonya personally in real life. Sonya and her husband Aaron Ross used to live down the street from Chi-Town, and she said they also went to the same church. To me, knowing how she is, that this show is not for her. Okay.
Okay. See, I knew it wasn't for her. I'm like, that's not her.
Yeah, Marva said, I think Sonya's husband is cute. And Chi-Town said he's a lot of fun too. What you mean by that?
What that mean? What that
Chi-Town,
mean,
yes.
Chi-Town?
Like me
I
herself.
got my teacup. I'm ready.
You have to spill the tea, Chi-Town. What he's a lot of fun and what? I'm waiting. Inquiring minds would like to know.
Okay.
But any other parts of the show that you want to discuss? Because
Um, I would like to discuss. They need a new therapist.
oh
I
yes,
don't know where they be finding these therapists at Craigslist. I don't know what's
wasn't
going on.
he looks like the same therapist that was the therapist for Candace on Potomac. So anybody correct
He
me,
might. I'm
but this
looking. That's why he. I'm like, who is this man? He's trash. He's trash. Ralph's trash. They're trash together. The advice is not good at all. I don't know what type of advice he was giving out, but it's sometimes when people go for counseling, you got to know who counsel you as well, because sometimes you'll walk out worse than when you walked in. And I feel like he's not giving good advice. And one thing, Ralph up there said some she deserved McDonald's.
mm-hmm.
Ooh, Drew better than me. Because that counseling thing, it would have been turned out. He'd have been calling us another mediator in there. Because he's just blatantly disrespectful.
Right. And hey, so Debonair, good to
Hey,
see you.
so
We're talking
glad.
about Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's getting good. And yeah, and thank you, Nihar. Yes. I think he was the therapist on Potomac. Shadon said no, he's just real cool and has a good sense of humor. That she's talking about Aaron Ross. We went on a couples retreat at our church and he was just the life of the party.
Okay.
Party. And so then when they said he was Nini's therapist too, right? He was. It's
Okay,
like
I knew I can. I'm like, he looks familiar.
right. So
Sorry, y'all.
any other thoughts? This one was gonna be really short because I'm gonna just say this. Even though Housewives, it is a little good, but it's not giving what I would like for it to give. So it's very hard to review this show. And when I take notes, I feel like I'm taking notes on nothing. But I will say this for this season, I'm feeling Kenya. I'm feeling Sheree, like mainly the older cast. The newer people, they're not bad either. But I'm not gonna say I can't stand Drew, but I feel like Drew is acting like a dizzy bitch. And I really wish she would get it together because Drew can be so much more likable if she was truly real with who she actually was. And then she's getting mad at people telling her about her husband. But it's like, and I understand that, but still, you gotta talk to your assistant. Like, why are you getting mad at the ladies? Because your assistant is the one spreading all this stuff. But
I
what are
agree
your
100%.
yes. Sheldon
And
says
don't get mad when people talk about your husband when you put your husband's business in the street. If you not putting if you gave no one, if you weren't giving any inkling and telling all your business about your problems, then no one would have anything to say. And
right.
I'm gonna let you know right now, if my assistant, if I'm paying you and you talking trash about me, you're unemployed with me right now. Like
Exactly.
you paying somebody to put your business or spread lies about you in the street. Make that make sense.
Exactly. I agree with you. And so Debonair is right. I believe he was Cynthia's therapist as
So he
well.
a pass around therapist.
The therapist was whack. Like he was talking about, he was agreeing with Ralph and his narcissism and saying that Drew, basically, I feel like he was saying Drew was over dramatic. And we all know at that dinner that Ralph threw for Drew. Ralph, to me, was over dramatic. He was doing too much.
Can't stand him.
Um, Shadow said it's really not a good. It's really not that good this season. I'm not invested like I used to be. Me neither. It
Neither
is
am I.
hard to watch. She also said to me, Drew is coming off like Portia was when she first got on the show, which I don't like. Portia was very holier than thou that first season.
Oh,
And Nihar said, Candy looking like she's ready for the beach vacation. Hey girl, hey. I this is my birthday look. I'm doing a birthday live where I'm gonna turn up, play some ratchet music. I have some of my friends. Hannah, I hope you join as well. I'm gonna send you the link. It's on Thursday. I think I'm
okay.
going at 8 or 9 because me and my husband are still going out. We're gonna turn up. We're gonna play some music. I'm not gonna be able to keep the live because it's gonna be a lot of copyrighted music. But yeah, we're gonna turn up and have a good time.
I'm with it. We dressing cute.
Yes, dressing cute, sexy, grown and sexy. Because I'm a grown and sexy woman.
I
So,
know that's right. I'll show modest. I'll be modest. A little skin.
oh goodness, I agree. I think so. Debonair is right because I seen this one.
Yes.
He keeps getting
Yes.
from Mary's therapist and one of the Braxton's therapists. And like I
He
said,
was one of the Braxton. He's a pass around.
wasn't he Candace's therapist on Potomac? I think he was.
Stop hiring this fool.
Yes.
He on payroll for reality shows. He might as well go on Bad Boys Club.
Right. Well, I don't have anything else to add. We've been on about 30 minutes. I know this was a quick thing. So they're gonna say, tell me where y'all going. I might step out with you. Yes, we might be going to the West End. So Deb, I will we'll be talking on Wednesday because I want you to come out with us. I'm gonna invite a few friends out with us on the town on Thursday. It's Thursday night. So I'll be texting you, so Deb. But any final thoughts?
No, my final thought is I hope this season get a little bit better because it's a little dry. It's not too dry. It's like it's mediocre, and I hope next season Ralph and Drew is both on.
Yes. Yeah, I
and Marlo could go too. She worked all this time for this peach just for it to be trash.
I know. And Marlo admitted that she don't got no money. She said that on this last episode. She doesn't have any money. She was like, y'all always saying I have money. And they were like, no, you said
you always say you got money.
Yeah. So, but we're gonna go ahead and end it. Darren said hopefully season 14 will get better than Dry. Right. Because it is kind of dry. It's very hard to review on this show and make it entertaining because the show itself is very dry. And right now, the biggest storyline is Drew and her husband. So, and for them to be the biggest storyline, that says a lot for the show.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play my little song for the outro. Hannah, any final words before we leave off?
No, that's it. I can't wait to see you Thursday. Hopefully, I feel better.
Yes. Oh, so there said that's why he hasn't reviewed it. I agree. Well, thank you all for joining us. Tomorrow, I think I will be live. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do. I titled it Cocktails and a Kiki. Wednesday night, join me and So Debonair for champagne and things on his channel. And then Thursday night, we'll do my birthday celebration. And that's all I have. But check out my other shows. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. Hannah has her channel as well. I don't know if you posted anything recently, but she is Chef Hannah on.
I did last month. I did do one.
Yeah, so please subscribe, support us Black women, and we are out. Bye, everybody. But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop.